Oh, how's it going? So, this might not be a surprise to some of you guys, but I've been a Star Trek fan since I was probably in single digits. So back 100 billion years ago, there used to be a Star Trek magazine, which was like the coolest thing ever. But it was a full color thing, had tons of information, pullouts that had full schematics of all the Star Trek ships. My reason for telling you this is because when I was 11 years old, I got a letter published in the Star Trek magazine, and I thought it was like the coolest thing in the whole world. At least until I got to high school, and then I was kind of... But now it's cool again, so... Alright, so if you have these magazines, this is the issue that my letter's in. And they even included a picture with mine. There's only 2 thumbnails in it, so must have been a good question. In Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, it puzzles me that the u.s.s. Excelsior had transwarp. Star Trek The Next Generation was supposed to be 78 years later, and I have noticed that none of the newer ships have it. Clint or Winder, Georgia. They didn't put that I was 11 years old, but I was 11. It's really funny to me. So here is the response. According to the Star Trek chronology, when we saw the u.s.s. Excelsior in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, it was being used to test an experimental transwarp drive. This project was unsuccessful and was abandoned in 2287. Since then, Starfleet ships have been fitted with standard warp drives. Starfleet is probably still working on a transwarp drive, but as yet, they haven't succeeded. Even as a kid, that response read to me as, I don't know what the heck to say back to you, kid. Look, it didn't work. Whatever. Here's what I've had a problem with my whole nerdy life. The transwarp drive was sabotaged by Scotty and the crew of the Enterprise so they could steal the Enterprise and go save Spock. This was a big project, and it could have been a game changer, especially for the people on the Voyager who were stuck in the Delta Quadrant. My whole thing has always been, wouldn't they realize that the transwarp drive probably worked, and the only reason it didn't was because Scotty screwed it up? I say that to you, whoever responded to my thing 25 years ago or whenever. Funnily enough, though, the next month, this issue came out, and there's another letter in the back of this one, and I've always wanted to address this. In some Deep Space Nine episodes, Starfleet personnel are seen wearing the comm badges used on The Next Generation, whereas on other episodes the new design is worn. Did Deep Space Nine originally start out with the Next Generation design and then switch at a later point? If so, when did the change occur, and was it ever acknowledged? But I will note, it says, signed Clint Orr, Winder, Georgia. No, I did not write the Deep Space Nine question about the comm badges. If you're watching and you wrote that letter and you're out there, I'm sorry. I'm giving you full credit now. That was a great question, okay? Like I said, I've been a Star Trek fan for a really long time. My passion project right now that I'm working on is called Space Jaunt, and it is a parody of the 1960s Star Trek series. I think the scripts are really solid. I think the acting is amazing. The actors are the best. You should check it out just for some of those characters. Did any of you guys get published in the same magazine? Let me know. Everybody's got something interesting about them, right? I don't know. Bye.